Okay, what is your name?
You know my name. My name is Aki.
Yes.
Well, most of the time.
Okay, can you say a little bit about how you got diagnosed?
I think I got diagnosed because of the other symptoms or comorbid conditions. Um, I think I I was sent to a psychologist, I think, at the age of 12, and I was diagnosed with conduct disorder. Um,
Oh shit.
what?
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I'm trying here to be more
No,
serious,
no, it's okay. Lee just woke up.
but you make me laugh. And but after that, like, no, I didn't, like, I wasn't interested in that at all. But what led me to diagnosis was that I seek help because of the other issues I had, not the ones specific to ASPD. Like, I can include it, say, ADHD, um, and some others I wouldn't currently. And uh, I mean, in my personal thinking, I wouldn't pay a therapist because I think I should be helped to given something without having to, like, pay for it. So I don't know if that's stupid, but that was my thinking, and I thought that therapy doesn't work.
Okay, so did you kind of seek help out by yourself then?
I did it all myself, and um, but I had a specific situation to protect this person's privacy. I won't say, like, exactly what happened, but that led me to go attend therapy, and uh, but the main reason was for the other stuff, not like for this stuff. So I wasn't really aware of any of NPD stuff at all. I think more of SPD can be more aware than, you know, um, NPD stuff, or to be self-aware of it. I mean, you're aware if you lie or manipulate, but you know, you know, it's just
Yeah.
that's what it is, and the therapy led to, you know, getting diagnosed eventually, but it was first with NP, and this was completely, I think it was fucking completely random because I went for something else and got tested, in which I met criteria for SPD.
Okay, so you didn't actually sought help because you thought you had ASB, you went for other reasons,
Yeah.
and through the process you found out you had ASPD.
Yeah, basically.
What did that make you feel like?
What it make me feel?
Yeah.
What, the fact I have it?
Yeah.
Um, Nothing much, but I think that in some way, if you feel you're different, and you will feel you're different if you have a SPD or something, then you will be really thinking if you will be better off not having it, maybe. That was my they were my thoughts or anything, but like I think I knew it was it, just I didn't know how to call it.
Yeah, yeah. So you knew it's different, but you didn't know why exactly. Did it
Yeah,
actually
which
help? Did it actually help in your mind having it kind of labelled
um
from your own point of view?
it,
Did it make things make more sense to you?
yeah, I mean definitely, but the thing that what it allowed was meeting other people with ASPD, and while speaking and talking to them, I realized, uh, God, like there are other people who think like me, that are like me, in a way. They are
Yeah,
not like other people that are not, and I thought I was the only one with this like condition because it felt like that.
so you felt less lonely because you knew there was other people out there that understood.
I simply didn't knew it there were other people like that. So it made me feel like more energetic in a way.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. What about the challenges of the ASPD stereotype, the things that people just see in movies or books, and, and they think then that's what being ASPD is like? What do
Okay.
you think what challenges that?
What challenge? Like, is it something personal, I should say, or in
Yeah,
general?
I think something personal,
I mean,
something to
uh,
you.
my personal thing is I never murdered a man, a human.
Yeah,
Uh, that's I'm not serial killer.
yeah, because that is shown a lot in movies, isn't it? If
Yeah,
you've got an
and
antisocial personality disorder, then you're obviously just violent, and you could be most probably a killer.
yeah, uh,
And
about
obviously that's
criminal
not
stuff.
true.
I don't do like maybe I don't I don't do like maybe some big stuff, about the criminal stuff. I have
Mm.
not.
But you are more emotional than the stereotypes show. You do
Yeah,
genuinely
I will come to that point. I mean, the
feel.
other misconception. I don't know if you mentioned that one misconception like stuff.
Mhm.
That is, I mean, this is the same question basically, but okay. Like misconception is also that like you don't feel anything. You're just psycho that wants to kill. No,
Yeah.
it's not like that. Not like that. In a way, in many ways, I would definitely have a need to separate now ASPD in a factor 1 and a factor 2. So factor 1 is psychopathy mainly, and what you will call like that was like used before, but like whatever. And second is sociopathy, and then you can see the subtypes, even like 5 subtypes in ASPD, and then you can see the low, moderate, and high functioning people with ASPD, and then
Okay.
you can see someone who has a complete disorders with it or conditions, and then you can see the individual. It's himself, so it's never the same for everyone.
So you're saying basically that just like autism, ASPD, there's like a spectrum within ASPD as
Yes,
well.
yes, definitely. I think there is a spectrum, absolutely there's a spectrum. That's not just being ASPD, you know. We don't all do the stuff. So serial killer thing, okay,
Mm.
serial killers can have ASPD, but uh, like they don't need to. And people with ASPD can be serial killers, but they don't have to.
So a lot of it can come down to your own individual personality as well then.
Or type you are. So yeah, basically that low functionality, or even in my personal thinking, it's sometimes IQ included things, but that or it's just many factors. I think I don't know.
Okay. No, that's
It's
fine.
just it's just I wanted to say something, yeah, about this stuff. Emotion, not feeling emotion, I wanted to mention. So, you do feel emotions, they are just shallow, they're just slight, like
Mm.
less intensity than in other people. And maybe selective sometimes. And I think that when it comes to negative emotions, that an ASPD has more negative emotions such as irritability, boredom, frustration, and anger. They can feel it intensively, those emotions, even
Yeah, okay.
sociopath type, or factor 2, I would specify. I think that's also, I think, because it all depends. It's a spectrum, I told
Yeah, which makes perfect sense.
you. So yeah, hold on. What did I told? I was shocked. My thoughts should have taken my pill for ADHD. No, really. Uh, Emotionals. Yeah. One more thing about that thing. It's not about emotions. So it's about empathy. It's deficit in empathy,
Mm.
and it's about not being able to feel remorse, guilt, remorse, regret, but to do it a little bit further in factor 2, it is blunted. Am I saying correctly? Blunted, like,
Yeah.
uh, you know what it means. Because
You can, in circumstances, if you've got like a
it,
favourite person and you
you
do
you
become connected
could
to them, you can feel these sort of things more.
you could so, like you could, but it's like in a factor 1, it's devoided. They're completely devoided from fear and from remorse, guilt, and such. You know,
Yeah.
difference is in somebody's ability. It's somebody's ability is more is higher to feel those things, but they are definitely all less intense and selective.
Yeah. So a lot of what's in movies and things are just lies, aren't they, to make a movie or a character seem more interesting, more dramatic.
Yeah, it's bullshit. I mean, many
Yeah.
people with ASPD live a normal life, a normal, I mean, like just function as like
Yeah.
those are called high functioning people because they simply get their needs met for maybe supply the good way, and then they're pretty good at functioning. Those people can get into, for example, high positions. We just mm,
Yeah, like surgeons, politicians,
yeah,
and
so
you know,
They get it from there, what they need. So it's
Yeah.
not something bad.
Yeah.
And misconception I will mention is that they don't know what is right from wrong. They do not. They do know what is right from wrong. It's just they don't care
Yeah. But if
because
you're
of
high
lack of
functioning,
empathy.
then
Because
you'd use that to your advantage, can't you?
sorry.
If you're high functioning, then you can kind of use that to your advantage, can't you? If you're like a cutthroat businessman or things like that, so it's not necessarily a disadvantage.
Hold on. We are speaking about disadvantage of what?
Challenges with ASPD stereotypes.
I know. Just when I lose track, tell me what the last thing we said.
About having emotions but then being more muted and you can still have a functional life.
Yeah, absolutely. So I say, if you somehow find a way to supply yourself in a good way, then yeah, I was mentioning right from wrong. Like we do know what is right from wrong. It's just we don't care. But why is this? We don't care. It sounds bad, right? Well, it sounds bad, of course, but it sounds bad because reason is if you have no empathy or low empathy levels, how you're able to care about right and wrong?
It's a very good point.
If you have no remorse, if you have, you see, if you have no such feelings for that, how you able, you wouldn't care right wrong. You will just do stuff. Your moral will be challenged.
Yeah. So your own personal set of morals can come into it then. What you personally think yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
like cross the line with or.
yeah, of course.
Shit.
Stop saying.
No, it's fine.
I know.
No, Leaves woke up, he heard the phone ringing, he's fucking pissed.
I know. You gotta finish this or I kill it. Okay, sorry, this is not should be said.
No, he just slammed the door.
Okay, you'll finish with him later.
No, he's woken up by the phone.
Sorry about that.
He's having trouble sleeping because he's been worried about me.
Yeah, I know.
He's just woken up. It's my fault. I'm fucking unbelievable.
You're such an empath.
Oh.
Sorry. I'm just, yeah.
Okay, mate. Fucking hell, it's not as if I'm in a fucking disco.
Hold on, I need some few more things so I can finish this off, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. You're really good to me, so you might as well carry on.
Like this thing is also, I don't know who said that, but depends maybe on the country or stuff like that. You are that antisocial people are like not social, which is like no, that's asocial personality disorder. It's something different.
Okay, how's that different then? What is the difference?
I don't know.
It sounds the same in a way, asocial personality disorder and antisocial personality disorder.
Well, they are just avoidant because I think they are avoidant because of they don't like being around people because of maybe fear or anxiety, but it's not did they do criminal behavior or something like that?
We just want to be left alone.
I wouldn't be so much sure about that one. I can talk about this, but actually, hold on a second when we are there. Why not?
So you actually you enjoy talking to people, but when you feel like it.
I like to talk to people when I feel like it and when I can gain something from it, and when I don't know, it's simple as that. So I wanted to say about this misconception to not forget. Um, yeah, I was right. Asocial is like having general anxiety or lack of confidence in social situations.
So it
So,
does kind of, it does overlap a little bit.
um, mm, well, it seems like it is on the other side of it. It's like could be social anxiety, could be um, like they socialize with those who they already know, but they will avoid other. So that's basically it. And antisocial personality disorder is like much more symptoms than it. It's like roughly this is not for everyone. This is not for like you know what I'm trying to say. Antisocial is like so it's characterized by impulsivity, irresponsibility, could be criminal behavior, manipulative, decisive, reckless, don't care about other people's feelings, or lie, or pathologically lie.
Mm-hmm. But you also then like things that people wouldn't expect you to like, because you love animals. A lot of misconception is that people with ASPD can't stand they hate animals, but you love animals. And you
I
actually
love
identify
wolves.
with them.
I love wolves.
Yeah, exactly.
I do love wolves. I That's what I love from animal, and I think mm, they like the best. Yeah, I don't like them. I mean, I
Yeah,
can get twisted there, but I'm trying not to say,
yeah,
where I cross the line.
yeah. You don't need to say that.
I know.
Yeah.
And there was some about that misconception stuff. It's very, very like. What else they say for that? Uh,
And you can be very artistic as well, and that's not something that's commonly thought of someone with ASPD having music and art and things like that.
could be. Why not?
I think so. I've watched a lot of movies, a lot of films, and a lot of them similar. You've watched as well, and you never see any of these people enjoying music or drawing,
We listen to music,
painting.
we do music. That's yeah, that's pretty bullshit fun.
Yeah,
Well,
and
I think I go on.
that's a big stereotype, really, that you haven't got an artistic softer side, or you cannot see the beauty in something, whether it's a piece of music or a picture.
Yeah. I just because of this forgetfulness, I would like to mention this thing. You can have with SPD, you can have like another condition, basically any other condition. So it's misconception also that you can't have anxiety and be antisocial. And actually, I think that that I read that in 50% people with ASPD, they do have depression and anxiety, and sometimes even the, one disorder that is on complete like opposite scale of you know what I'm trying to say,
Yeah.
fuck English, you know.
Yes.
It's a social anxiety disorder.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have both at once.
Yeah. It's a lot more complicated than most people would ever imagine it to be.
It's
Because
hard to explain.
And yeah.
It, having one is fucking hard, but having like this combined disorders, it's like not really knowing what's going on sometimes, you know.
Yeah, whether you're coming or going.
Yeah, and you know, you know, just trying to say, I'm not always going to try to manipulate you or lie to you or whatever. You know, I'm not always going to cause you harm necessarily. They do have selective, like I have 1 to 2 friends at a time, and I could have a partner, for example, that I can show these emotions towards, that are selective, and like that are love for well, we I don't know what love is to you and for me, but I will call it love, for example. But it will be going towards maybe one person, and the other that I avoid using bad traits or symptoms of ASPD. It will be just 2 people currently, like, or that's maximum, like that's how far you can go with it. You're selective, like, but you can do it. You can do it.
I think maybe as well because it's such an effort, such a struggle. You almost need to kind of save your energy for that 1 or 2 people as well.
I mean, it is challenging, it is very hard, especially when you don't really see why would you do something, but then it comes to um, again, I have that I don't know what causes it, brain fogs or something.
Mm.
I just forget what I'm about to say, and that's all.
Mm.
Really, that's mad.
I mean, any relationship you have to work at, and even friendships you have to work at
Like,
times.
I wouldn't be, I can't completely, like, give it, it's limited. My empathy could be limited, and my emotions could be limited, and they could be certain situations, certain people, or whatever it happens. Like, it's just all about selectiveness and trying your best with these people. It's like putting an effort in something that I think usually typical people just don't have to do. They just live and that's it.
Yeah.
And you put a lot of effort.
You actually have to concentrate almost and
To put down urges.
yeah.
To control yourself, to try to let another speak, and to use cognitive empathy. So, just one more last thing, because we speak about empathy. we speak usually about compassionate empathy when we speak about it, or emotional empathy. It's I don't think there's a complete deficit of it, but it very can be very selective, and you really have to earn that. And then it comes cognitive empathy, but this is why therapy is there. You teaches you cognitive empathy, so you can basically have an empathy, but you can just understand people's feelings from your brain, and not your heart, if
Okay.
that makes sense.
Yes, yes, it does. It means you can understand it logically, but can't kind of
I can show
understand
you
it
empathy. I don't know
from the
how.
emotional point.
I don't know. I don't know how to show you empathy, but it will be coming from my head, not from my feelings or something.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and there's a lot more about everything that I will say about that topic, but it's I just try to stick with a question. So,
Yeah. Well,
questions.
you've given a lot of information for those questions, so you should be pleased.
Shush, shush, shush. Anyways, just second, because you said 2 minutes we did this. It was a half an hour.
Well, you can't waffle a bit sometimes, and so do I. Trouble is, I get interested in what you're saying.
I know we could go on, we can go on and go on, but I need to keep it like you know, some way. But it could go really fun and interesting
Yeah.
and stuff.
You know me with my questions.
So okay, should we end?
Yeah,
Cool. So yeah,
yeah.
and for this, I can now take a cigarette.